Hello, it is Dr. Chris Raquel, and I'm back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. You can also send me an email at askcrystalraquel@gmail.com if you have any questions or concerns that you would love to see me answer on video. So I have an interesting topic, and as I've mentioned many times before, I do a lot of different content, but this video is going to be specifically for those who are seeking a relationship, specifically marriage. This is for the ladies, but if you're a man, please feel free to stick around as well. This topic is for ladies. Listen, I know sometimes, well, first of all, if you're new to my channel, I am a Christian, but I understand that what I'm saying and what you're hearing from me, you may be in a different space. You may not be a Christian, or you may not be as strong in your walk. So I'm going to speak to the situations that I see right now in our generation, or I guess just in the world, in our culture. Ladies, if a man is asking you to move in with him into his apartment, it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with him thinking that you're going to be his future wife. Not at all. It does not mean he wants to marry you. It does not mean he's considered you as a wife. It does not. And I feel like I have to say this because I know many ladies don't understand that. Many ladies think it's a goal if a man would like you to move in. Many ladies see it as a goal to be able to, I guess, get a man or finesse a man into moving you into an apartment, or you both living together. But in reality, you're the one being finessed. You moving into a man's apartment means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. The man knows that by you moving in, you're going to see it as a commitment. The man understands that by you living with him, it's going to be difficult for you to leave. You're going to feel like maybe you failed in some way if you have to move out and start a new life and find a new relationship and find another roommate or live with someone else. The man understands all of that. So ladies, please, 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 I mean this with so much care and love. The man does not want you to be his wife because you live with him at all, at all. And if you're someone who's saying, well, it's for me because it helps me out because we get to share the bills, or he's paying the bills. Okay. I'm not even going to go there for this video, okay? I'm talking to those ladies who deep down in your heart, you feel that you living with the man is him showing that he's going to commit with you and eventually marry you. It's actually less likely that he'll marry you by you moving in with him. I believe cases and studies have shown that. It's either, I don't want to misquote anything, but I have to double check and look. It's either that it's less likely. It might even be both. It might be that the person is less likely for the couple to get married if they cohabitate beforehand, and also cohabitation leads to more divorces. But I'll have to double check and I'll confirm that down below. Ladies, the man, it means nothing. The man would be so happy for you to move in with him a lot of times. I'm not saying this is not for the men who don't live with anybody and don't want to live with a girlfriend. They want to get married first, okay? I'm telling you, ladies, you need to get yourselves together because the man is not thinking about marrying you by having you move in. And if the man is really set on marriage, he won't move you in. He'll plan the process. He'll propose. And ladies, be careful. There are some men who will propose just to get you to move in with them. So keep that in mind as well. And then they'll delay that marriage for 2, 3 years, 4, 5, 10 years. And then maybe eventually you have to leave, but then maybe you won't because you have a child or 2 or 3 already. Ladies, stop thinking that the man will marry you because you moved in with him. Don't ever, I'm talking to the younger ladies now, like 18, 19, 20, and early 20s, mid 20s. Do not ever move in with a man before marrying you. Before he puts a ring on it, you walk down the aisle and you both sign the paperwork and turn it into your county. Do not move in with a man before marriage because he is likely not going to marry you beforehand, or it's going to take a very long time because think about it. I know we're not men, but ladies, if you were a man, just try to think about it, If you were a man If someone was giving you everything for free, would you marry them? Would you feel like there's a need to marry them? If come on, ladies, let's just be real with ourselves. The man is not going to marry you, and that's not a way for you to think you're flexing or to think that you finessed him by moving it. You've delayed yourself. So let's just, this is just coming to me. Let's say that the man, you guys are dating, he would have proposed to you maybe 6 months, a year, 18 months, but you decide to move in with him at 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year. You've added on a couple years. You for him potentially proposing. You've added on at least 2 years, 3 years, because yeah, by you moving in with him, just say you've added on at least 2 years or 3 years for before he proposes. And let's not even get started about seeing an actual wedding. So ladies, do not think the man wants to marry you or even sees you as his wife a little bit by moving in with you. The man wants you to move in because it gives him easy access to everything he needs. And I'm not just talking about things that related to in the bedroom. I'm talking about you're going to be cooking, you're going to be cleaning, making sure that his home is or your home together is nice looking, is clean. You're going to be doing his clothes, you're going to be doing your laundry and his. Yeah, just stop. And ladies, please, 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 this video is not specifically for that, but if the man has children or anything like that, just know you trying to get you in as like a caretaker and a helper for his child. Okay. So ladies, please take that out of your mind. The man is not thinking that you're his future wife. He might even say you're his future wife. That has nothing to do with it. Think of it as like a struggle of wills, or like we're battling for power, right? And you and the man are battling for power, right? Initially, he approaches you to date you, get to know you. He's saying that he's looking for marriage, and you're also looking for marriage, so you accept him as a potential candidate for marriage. And there's that push and pull, right? So he approaches you. Hello, my fair lady. I would like to get to know you and date you. Okay, sir. Wonderful. You guys get to know each other in a respectable manner. Trying to. And then you guys become a couple. He initiates that, of course, because he's the man. He's a pursuer. And then things, you start getting to know each other more, and this is going to be hard for me to describe this part, so I'll just kind of be brief about it. But I would say whether or not you become one, you're not supposed to be intimate prior to marriage, okay? And I've talked about that before. And how you'll get the best outcome by following God and serving him in truth and in spirit. But whether you slept with the person or not, that's besides the point, right? So let's say you've been dating, you're in a relationship, okay? The man now asks you to move in with him. You guys could still be celibate. The man, now that power dynamic is shifting, right? You ladies, you still have the power. You have full power. And well, yeah, let's just assume that there's no intimacy, right? Anything that's against that the Bible specifically is against. So, you have all the power in that instance because the man sees you as a nice, lovely lady. He knows a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor from the Lord. So he's pursuing you because he sees you as his future wife. Now it's going to be up to you to accept or not. But he hasn't asked you to marry him. He's dating you. And now he says, you know what? I know your rent is kind of expensive. I want to take care of you. And I just think it would really work out if you came in to my apartment or my home, and I want to take care of you. And what you can do is you can even actually start saving. That's going to help you out. The bills you won't have to pay rent anymore, but you can just live with me and I'll take care of you. The man saying all that, you might have said from the beginning that you have a certain timeline that you're seeking marriage, or when he approached you, he said he was looking for a wife. When the man asked you to move in with him, I'm not going to say exactly what he's thinking because it could mean a lot of different things, but just know the man might not even know that timeline might shift for him, but the man, he's a pursuer. He's going to try to go for what he wants regardless. And, women are looking out for, well, women need to look out for themselves, because men are always looking out for themselves. So maybe he likes you, maybe he sees you as a future wife, maybe he doesn't, but that power dynamic, he's asking you to move in with his home. He knows, or you guys to get a home together, he knows that that's going to shift the power. So now you won't have the power and he'll have the power, and it could even be subconsciously. So keep those things in mind. I'm not saying that men are crazy and they're just doing this intentionally. Men and women are created completely differently, so we're not going to fault men. But ladies, you have to be intelligent about things and stop thinking that, oh, I have the power now, so I'm always gonna have the power. Things can flip in an instant. So no, that does not mean a man wants to marry you. Anytime a man is asking you to move in with him prior to marriage, or without giving you a ring and actually marrying you and signing the paperwork, that does not mean that you're his future wife. It may just mean he wants to save money. If you guys are going to pay bills together, it may just mean he wants more access to you. It may mean that he cares for you. He wants to see more of you. It may mean that he's like still trying to observe you and he's not sure about you. He might just be saying you're his future wife, but he really wants to see you because he knows marriage is a big commitment. That's my point. My point is, ladies, please stop thinking that the man, well, one, stop moving in with men before he marries you and signs on the dotted line and turns it into your county, has it on record. And stop thinking that the man really loves you, even loves you, yeah, wants to marry you, any of that, because he asked you to move in with him. The man will ask you to move in with him because he wants to see more of you, wants to save money. It has nothing to do with you're going to be his wife. It does not. So ladies, please, if I think some ladies feel flattered by men asking them to move in. There's nothing to be flattered about. You should be like, what? Wait a minute. You don't have to be mean to him, but you should be like, absolutely not. Like, no, I'm not the type of lady. I would never do that. Okay? Not like, oh, really? You want me to move in? Oh my gosh. And telling all your girlfriends, oh my gosh, he asked me to move in. I'm so excited. That is not a flex. That is nothing for you to be happy about. That is nothing for you to be dusting your shoulders off like, yes, No, 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 no. The ring is significant. It means that he wants to propose, that he wants to marry you, but then you actually have to go through with the marriage, okay? So, ladies, I urge you, this is the last thing I'm going to say. The man it does not mean that he wants to marry you or that he sees you as his future wife because he asks you to live in his home or in his apartment, okay? Let me know what you think down below. And have you seen ladies get married very quickly after moving in, within, I would say, a month or two? Or do you typically see it's at least 1, 2, or so years before there's even a proposal? And this had me this jogged my memory because I almost forgot to say this. When I was, looking to be married, I realized that oftentimes it's really about your own standards that you set for yourself. A lot of you know that I was dating a couple people before I went and moved forward with my husband, and I see how it's very easy for people to fall from their own standards, but you have to remember that you have a standard set for yourself, and you cannot allow anyone to take you off of that. Because of my standards, which were based on Christianity, based on my relationship with God, based on my fear of God, based on my love and reverence for God, I wasn't going to let anyone set me off or take me off my journey, and it's very important for you to remember that, God has a plan for your life. God wants you to move forward. He wants you to trust in him. And when you veer off of track away from God, it creates a separation between you and him, and it causes delays in your life. So because I decided to serve God, I was able to move forward and meet several men who were interested in pursuing marriage with me. And I was able to find the best individual for my life, which is my husband. So I'm so thankful for that. And I'm just letting you know, stop devaluing yourself. You're devaluing yourself by moving in with men. I don't care if you say, I'm not going to sleep with the person. Doesn't matter. You're devaluing yourself because there's no reason for you to be cohabitating with someone who hasn't made a commitment to you. And commitment is not a ring. Commitment is turning in your marriage paperwork to your county. So hope you have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.